So everybody at semis. Um, Shout out to my boy Pakistan and his family. I wish him nothing but a fast recovery and strength for the family. Yeah, it's crazy because he moved to Texas to because they have a big Pakistani community over there, and he was like it was gonna be safer for his kids, and he had just got out parole and everything. But my boy's in the mix, like wherever he's at, he's just in the middle or something. He's always been like that. Good ass dude though. Hope you get man outs. Hope everything goes well. So he was really really rocking my stuff too. That was cool. He's not a big social media guy, but he's with the cause. You know, he's with the right with the anything that's for the homies, camaradas to open up doors or better. That's what he's about. Same like the same thing as me. So I wanted to say something about you have some content creators that are responding to that dude from up north about his comments that he said about homies could snitch on blacks. It's cool that you guys are using that for content and stuff, but in all reality, you guys shouldn't even be speaking on anything that has to do with the double S. For the simple fact is you guys don't live that life. You don't respect it, and by you reaching out to dropouts and all that, that excludes you from speaking or even representing our double S way of life. You know, I just thought I'd put that out there because you can't. It's not a switch you guys are gonna turn on and off. On Monday you're with the program. Tuesday you're not with the program. Wednesday you're with. I'm not with. Nobody's with none of that shit. I'm with the program all day, all night. There's no half-assing anything. So, all you half-ass content creators that want to speak on double S issues, park that shit. Park that. You gotta live that life. You gotta be able to respect it, and you guys don't do that. So the shoe fits, wear it. Um, I wanted to talk about two things really. One, I seen that dude Farrakhan. He's like a Malcolm X. Black Muslims and the Middle East Muslims. The Middle East Muslims don't even. They will blow up a whole fucking airplane with black Muslims in it. They don't look at them as the same as an equal. They look at them as less than them. These are facts. So how are you going to be in America preaching fuck Donald Trump, fuck America, because you're Muslim and what's going on, we're bombing the Muslims over there. They have it coming. If they would have any kind of nuclear weapons, they would have used them on us and you people. You can't be in America saying fuck America. That makes you just like is plain and simple as the biggest idiot and like just complete moron. You know, like these people hate us. If you're a woman and you live over there in Iran, you couldn't even show your face without getting beat. They cannot have anybody that poses a threat to America. They need to be exactly what Donald Trump's doing to them. Let me tell you something. If we went and got that oil, China and Russia was going to get it sooner or later because 30% of their oil comes from them. The other half came from Venezuela. Donald Trump already snatched that up. So what he does is he makes these other countries need us. That's a power move, man. That's a political mastermind. Trust me, he told Russia and China, you guys get involved, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get the oil regardless. But I'm gonna tell you something, you guys are gonna pay top dollar for it. Don't get involved in this war. I'm gonna give it to you guys as cheap as you want. All right, I'm gonna give you as cheap as you want. That's what happened, man. Trust me, it's a power move by a gangster, and you gotta commend him. And if you're anti-Trump right now, that means you're anti-American. That means I don't want to hear. I don't care about ICE or nothing. I don't get deported. I got homies that are deported, but that's something that I can't like. I'm not gonna go against like go. I'm not gonna do anything. You cannot be over here, dog. You're gonna go to jail. It's just like carrying a gun. You got to take that risk. You want to come over here, you're gonna take the risk like like a lot of us do carrying a gun. Whatever, it's a risk, So the way they treated me, The police treat me is they treat me like ICE treats everybody. How they get treated, I've been treated like that my whole life. So get used to that shit. That shit, I don't want to hear no crying about that. That's how we get treated in jail. Like that's normal to us. You guys are crying about that shit. It happens, man. So, but I don't have nothing. That has nothing to do with me. Donald Trump is making other nations weaker and instead of stronger. And if you understand politics, you'll understand what he's doing. And you might not like it, but you're gonna have to respect it. If you say fuck America, fuck you and get out of here, period. Because you can't go nowhere else and have these opportunities. Like we have an opportunity to be fuck ups. You don't have opportunities anywhere else. You can't even talk about your presidents in another country or your dictator. You'll get killed. So you guys have it really easy, man. So miss me with that hug a tree shit. Like Donald Trump's a gangster. You gotta respect that. Um, there's something else I want to talk about. Oh yeah. Any homies or any of your older homies that are speaking on the generations that's saying the N word or dressing different or the Edgar hair. You know what I'm saying? Come on, stop it. You gotta change with the times, my boy. If you don't change with the times, you get left behind. The ages are like 45 and up. They don't know who they don't have Draco in their playlist. They don't know who uh, uh, that kid from Miami that got killed. What's his name? It started with the X. The one that sings that song Moonlight. You know what I'm talking about? They don't know who that is. Um, so when you don't know what's going on in the music world, you don't know what's going on with fashion, you don't know what's going on with the streets. So you get lost in time. You know. When you're up to date with everything, you know what's going on with the kids, you know what's going on with the stilos, you know what's going on. It's not. It doesn't become so alienated to you. You don't. You're not so fast to. You're not so fast to judge these kids. You know. And you should lead by example and give them a reason to look up to you. Because if not, these kids are going to look to the blacks for guidance or for style or for whatever. Because nobody is setting it from them. Most of you guys think it's cool to be a PC or check in. That's just not cool. That's a disgrace. But you guys making it that glorifying being a dropout. And that's why these kids aren't looking up to you. Who wants to look up to a dropout? That's why I don't talk to trash or dropouts on social media. So when I do give advice, nobody can point that out to me. But like, look, how are you going to give us advice when you're doing this? That's why I told these content creators that are reaching out and saying whatever they're saying about that Norteño, you guys don't have the right to speak like that. You have to live that life. You got to have a tight program to speak on shit like that. If not, you're making a jackass out of yourself. Facts. So it's the same way. You can't talk about you're upset with the streets from being watered down when you let that happen. You can't cry about shit that you accepted. They want to say the N word instead of instead of treating them like trash and not messing with them or engaging in a conversation just because they say the N word. That's your bad. You should be trying to make the homie. Facts. I'm gonna drop the short one, just a little bit of content for today to get it out there, get the algorithm going. I'm trying to learn about this shit. Everybody that pulled up on my live, that was cool. Thank you for supporting me. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna watch the tutorial right now on how to add people on the lives. That being said, you guys have a good one. Be cool. Shout out to Pakistan's family.